Ratchet & Clank's very title suggests teamwork, but until now we've never had the chance to step into both heroes' shoes for cooperative play. Ratchet & Clank All for One finally makes good on this opportunity with a 4-player cooperative campaign. Does it live up to the series' stellar track record, or does it fall out of orbit?
Hello, Mr. President!
The tale begins as Dr. Nefarious stumbles into his own trap, leaving him no choice but to join Ratchet, Clank, and now President Quark as they run from the massive creature he unleashed on the city. The monster's presence attracts a mysterious creature-collecting ship that captures them all, and after a bubbly little girl facilitates their escape, the party agrees to track the ship and stop it from terrorizing the inhabitants of a strange new world.
Let me go, you half-wit!
I'm trying!
It's an expectedly lighthearted story that's easy to pick up on even if you jump in with a friend midway through the campaign. The plot's quirky, involving cute cuddly creatures, but the interactions of the lead cast never fail to entertain.
Why did you save me?
You would have done the same for me, right?
Yeah!
All for One takes place through 9 different locations, most with 4 or 5 levels apiece. You'll venture across cities, floating chunks of earth, forests, snowy slopes, and seaside docks. The game regularly breaks from the standard shooting and platforming, letting you slide on rails, go water skiing, don jetpacks, or man turrets on the back of a giant robot as it battles other giant robots. As players cooperate to tackle each obstacle, they're also competing to grab bolts, critters, and kills. At the end of each level, scores are tallied and awards are given so you can brag about your skills or hang your head for winning the Noob Award. In addition to increasing your score, catching critters lets you access scattered puzzle rooms. Complete each challenge and you'll be rewarded with a part for the powerful Rhino suit. You'll also want to keep an eye out for hero bolts to unlock costumes like Snowmen and Secret Agent Clank. Despite the varied locales and activities, All for One has a somewhat jarring sense of pace. Rather than trickling out weapons, there's a point when the game just dumps 7 new guns on you and makes you watch back-to-back videos for each one. Score tallies pop up at seemingly random points midway through larger stages, and likewise the game constantly interrupts the action to show off new enemies and cutscenes. While the game can be beaten in 8 hours or less, its multiplayer nature makes it better suited to playing a few levels at a time, replaying sections as you connect with different groups, online or at home. Aside from being able to join up anytime you want, playing online is essentially the same as plugging in extra controllers. However, be ready for some extra load screens and potential game crashes if you leave the session open for others to jump in late. It's abundantly clear that All for One was designed around co-op play. Whether it's a simple matter of hitting switches in turn, or distinct scenarios like steering a raft or transporting a power source through hostile territory, working together brings out the game's best. In addition to guns, players can make use of a tether to latch onto grapple points or pull themselves to the closest player. Meanwhile, vacuums let you pull switches, launch teammates across gaps, or even revive fallen players. If for some reason you play solo, the AI partner is a decent assistant when necessary, but it doesn't compete or react as quickly as another human. Ratchet & Clank is known for fun weapons, and All for One is no exception with grenade launchers, flamethrowers, freeze rays, robot defenders, and the Critter Strike, which transforms enemies into pigs. Weapons can be purchased and upgraded at shops, and if multiple players target the same enemy with the same gun, they'll build up an explosive overload attack. While it's great to have a big arsenal, there are certainly a few duds in the mix, and having to switch between 3 weapon wheels can be rather cumbersome at times. Surprisingly, it's the more standard shooting and platforming that suffer in All for One. Cheap deaths are the norm, and they can be caused by dodgy camera angles, frequent slow-mo that can trigger mid-jump, tethers that fail to latch on as you expect, or the game just literally dropping the ball. The camera doesn't always let you go where you want, even if there are items just off screen. Many times, it's just hard to keep track of your character in the chaos of enemies, gunfire, explosions, flying bolts, and herds of pigs. The biggest disappointments in All for One are numerous bugs that can hinder gameplay and prevent you from proceeding. Issues with weapon shops can keep you from making purchases or show bogus credit values. Sound effects can suddenly stop working. Players can fall out of cooperative devices, forcing them to kill themselves. The camera can get stuck in an unusable position. You might die on an elevator for no reason whatsoever. And one tether glitch is so bad that it practically defies description. For the record, we played a retail version of the game, the same you'll find on store shelves. All for One keeps the animated feel of the Ratchet & Clank series intact, with creative locations and a robust selection of imaginative creatures. What it doesn't have is the crisp feel or wow factor of its predecessors. Background details are often blurred while textures look rough up close. The interplanetary escapades are bolstered by a heroic soundtrack, but the vocal personalities succeed at stealing the spotlight.
Can you direct us to the nearest railway station and/or steak buffet? Boy, does he look angry.
Ratchet & Clank All for One has a great foundation of fun co-op moments, marred by awkwardness, random deaths, and rough edges. It's certainly fun to bash crates and solve puzzles with friends, but the bustle of co-op play also multiplies its flaws.
Over here, cadets!